When I was about 5 years of age, my father had become missing in action. My dad was very intentional in looking after orphans that were in the area that he was stationed. In fact, I've got this one picture with him kneeling with a bunch of kids around him. And recently, a nephew of ours used AI to take that picture and bring it to life, and it seemed so real. I can remember my dad sending tapes back from Vietnam. Bruce, you're my big guy. You take care of your mom and your brother and sister. He meant for a few weeks, but I, like so many boys, they want their dads to be proud of them, so I'm going to do the best I can to fill his shoes.
We both grew up going to the Christian camp up in northern Michigan that we're a huge part of right now. I think I was 5th grade, and my mom and dad were driving us up to camp, and his aunt called and said, "Can my nephew Bruce drive up with you?" We were 10 years old, and I think he came up to about here on me.
We were good friends growing up through the years, but it wasn't until we were in college that we got together and decided to marry a Michigan girl. So that's what brought me to Michigan. We have 6 kids, 5 of them our own, and 14 grandchildren, but we also have a beautiful little daughter, Tasia, who's 11.
We took her in when she was 2 for a couple months, and God wanted us to raise her, so she is number 6 in our family.
About 14 years ago, I got a call from a friend who was the executive pastor of a denomination, and the camp that we had been part of for many, many years. He had said, "Look, we don't have as many kids anymore. We don't have the funding anymore. I'm afraid we're going to have to sell the camp if we don't come up with something different." So we talked to them and said, what if we began to turn the camp into a place that's serving kids that aren't going to camp anywhere? As the camp began to transition into a camp of serving a whole different new population, we met their moms. And we realized the whole family needs to have this experience. The camp itself is a catalyst that creates an invitation for any mom who says, I've really, really enjoyed being here, being present here, and I want to continue the journey. How can I do that? And so we're trying to partner with organizations who are already in that space where moms can go. And as moms go into healthy places, as they continue to grow and experience themselves, they take their kids with them, and it creates long-term wins. And it was at that time that I met Jennifer Finnegan Poole. Single Moms Ministry began to have a week at camp. I think as Jennifer was already in the process of replicating in different areas around Traverse City, we had this great opportunity to take what we thought was a real wonderful, thriving organization with great leadership and see what would happen if that potential opportunity could be replicated in Holland.
Single moms need acceptance. They need a sense of belonging, to know they're not alone, and they need support. So just knowing that there's somebody there that can help them along the way is huge.
Sometimes in life, things choose you. God sometimes takes difficult parts of our lives and our circumstances and not only brings us through healing and wholeness, but also then uses those areas that have been really hard places and then actually turns them into a bridge to be able to reach out to others who perhaps could benefit in the same way that you yourself benefited.